Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, do me one huge favor. Go follow me at King Earner official page on Instagram and get in my DM and be Cash App ready and say, King Earner, I want that honorable Condor's Christmas. Everyone who ordered last week, your Condor's Christmas will be to you no later than the middle of this week. We are thankful for your patience, and guess what? We are thankful for the traffic we've been getting. King Earner live and direct. Now, everybody keep, King Earner, Earner, look what Gillie done. Hey, listen, look, let me give y'all this. I'm not surprised that nothing anybody does who feels as though they reach the level that Michael Jackson, when you see these guys on social media and they talking about money and contracts and how they made it, it's just mind-boggling. It's like the slave mentality. The slave mentality. Let me give you some understanding about the slave mentality. That's been the only thing that has destroyed our culture since we was taken in slavery. Think about it. The betrayer, the rat, the one who's on a cotton field, he's out there with us every day picking cotton. We're carrying it with the purest of honor, laughing and joking. It's like you're doing a heavy bid with a lot of pressure on your neck because you can't even do nothing about your family if they get dishonored by your so-called boss, the master. And you laugh about it now, but it was horrible if you think about it then. Them people picking cotton and working hard every day to satisfy something that never satisfied them. And what began to take place is a lot of weak men and a lot of weak women were in that cotton field and they started making bad decisions. The sun too much on us. Come on, man. Our skin is honored by the sun. Oh, it's too hot. It's working. And I understand. And some of them saw these same masters, these same quote unquote bosses that you work for at the job or whatever, how y'all want to look at it. These people who were slave masters saw the weakness in these individuals and said, just tell us about what's going on in our conversation while y'all on the field. And what these individuals begin to do, see, and understand is that whatever they told their quote unquote master about what happened in the field put them in a position that they think that they was honored, but they were still slaves. They put them in the big house, the White House as they called it, and that individual became a part of quote unquote that family. But a lot of them missed the fact that they were more hands-on for their family and their children to get raped right in front of their face and their wives. Because once they turned that evidence over and they let them in that big house, now master gets to see everything that's going on with your woman and your children. And you wake up from time to time and you're hearing your wife being ran and your daughter being raped. We got to start having an understanding of who the house Negroes are. The house Negroes are moved by cash, by money. Gillie the Kid, Wallow, they never was rich guys or guys from the street. You see, it's a difference. I could say I played in the streets or whatever. A person could say that, yeah, I was in the streets. But if you ain't had no real bumps and bruises and you ain't seen the inside of that can for really being a part, I ain't talking about petty robberies. I'm talking about you ain't seen the inside of that can for really getting busy or doing things that were, that you failed at, that was horribly failures. How can you say you have experience? Wallow went to jail for a long period of time, for drama that wasn't drama, petty robberies, stuff that people that was down with his squad, when we was coming up, I tell you his wouldn't stand in there because he's spanking trial. His family, his grandmother was getting him a Jew lawyer to get out of there. Or his old head Big Wayne was going to drop that honorable bread and show some love to him and get him out of that can. So we never get the the understanding of what really a street guy is. But you can see in their actions. You're not a street guy if you sit up there and you take money from a Rizat, right? Well, same difference. You're not a street guy if you have the mindset of building such a beautiful platform and then you're selling it to some people, bar stools, and letting them have control when all you got to do is take your time and climb. See, it's about your children being able to have control of this, not some white man 30, 40 years from now, and the white man will tell you that. So sometimes we move too fast to get the big buck. Just like on the streets. Sometimes an individual on the streets, you know what he do? Say, man, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and deal with this rat for about 5-6 months and get out the way. It never works like that. Because guess what? Just like the content isn't theirs and it belongs to bar stools, the same thing with the streets. The honor isn't theirs and it belongs to the rat. We have to start opening our eyes up to what betrayers and individuals that kind of get in a good position and then sell out. And then start reflecting on the fact of, damn, I should have peeped that, but I didn't because I'm being entertained. See, when it comes down to King Earner Entertainment, it's different because it's 100% solid. It's no joking, but it's a little laugh because it's a bit. Because when I get to snatching on it, it's like, damn, he really done that. And why are these people really moved by the fact that this man said he snatched their honor? You have to understand that. So with him playing a game with Little Wayne and the brother Mack, I don't disagree that this guy will make up anything to seem gangster. Whack 100 has understood that. Yeah, see, Whack 100, let's get this guy this. Look, let's get his kitten this. He knows the street from where he's from. He knows that. He knows what about the streets. So he was manipulative when he said squeezing them. I don't think he was talking about cash. Squeezing them into putting them in a position of doing what he want them to do. And them talking about me negative, he said, damn, I know this guy got to be who they say he is. And then when he found out I'm not, it's like, damn, them niggas is kittens. He knows. They know, but my goal isn't to ever throw my city under the bus as kittens because right or wrong or indifferent, them guys aren't rats. And even if Wacky wanted to go against them and it came down to these or these, well, we're going to get to it together somehow because my honor is intact. I'm a solid man. So when other men go trying to talk about King Earner, have an understanding I never talked about these men. When I see these men in face-to-face, they have my honor. And they say, I respect it. That's it. I can go deeper into street things I know about these guys and put their honor all the way under the moon. But if it ain't telling and you ain't no pit nerve, honestly, how much can I say about you? How much can a King Earner really go into about you? So when he said that online on the Shade Room about how he's seen that, I already kind of figured that was a lie before I seen it because I'm really from the streets. And guess what? These guys see too many people that they've had problems with. And he always talking that death stuff. Yeah, well, what about when we was beefing with Mac and them and nobody died and all that other nonsense? Well, killer, you're not a killer. Talking about somebody else's wreck, I don't respect that. I don't honor it. Just to make the people happy? That's not my thing. Nonetheless, I just want people to understand that there's a difference, man. Every street guy, the guy that been in the streets, claiming all that. Nah, some of these guys been to college, play basketball. Why do they want to claim to be from the streets? If you a solid man, that's not a goal of yours. We are looking to help rebuild what we once destroyed. We ain't honoring the streets to the point we're making up lies. We're honoring the streets to tell them, yo, come this way. They gonna cuff and stuff you like they done King Earner. You can't use this kitten Gillie. He sold Reggie and got cuffed and stuff. You can't use him as an example of a street guy, because after that, he didn't never take a chance again. People gave him money. Football friends and people, they gave him earns. Tune all the way in, understand what's going on, and don't be manipulated behind anything the slave master have any entertainer do. King Earner live and direct. Shout out to every solid, honorable man around the world. Around the world, King Earner live and direct.